It's June 27th. JLD here, and welcome to MSTR today. In this show, we're talking about basic math. We'll also talk about how MSTR is stacking in more ways than one. Also, Coinbase is stacking Bitcoin every single week. Also, MSTR earnings update and a Bo Hines and Michael Saylor video clip marathon. You're going to want to catch these. This video is not financial advice. Please do comment below. We're just a couple days away from the possible S&P 500 inclusion. So let's hold on for that. And not actually inclusion, but we will qualify, which will be the next best thing as soon as we get back from thanking our sponsors. All right. Today's first post is from Michael Saylor, who says just basic math, and that is basic with a Bitcoin capital B. And that's at the end of the day why he is the financial engineering genius of our generation, of our lifetime, because he understands that it's just basic math. All right, we have Chris coming at us who says some companies use Bitcoin to speculate. Strategy uses Bitcoin to operate. Do you understand? I mean, Strategy, Michael Saylor, Fong Lee, they have created an unbelievable operation over there at Strategy World. I mean, it is absolutely incredible what they've done with the preferreds, how they've shifted away from really hammering the MSTR ATM at this time. They will in the future, by the way, in my opinion, when the MNAV gets, to 2, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, and beyond. They'll be using the ATM at some point around then when it makes sense. But until then, man, they have these three beautiful instruments: Stride, Strife, and Strike. They're just crushing it there, staying away from the convertible bonds for reasons we discussed in prior videos. So again, those could come back when the air is right in the world, when the conditions are appropriate. But until then, Strategy uses Bitcoin to operate because they are operating at an incredibly high level. Now, Strategy is stacking in more ways to one on this note, and this is from Strategy itself. This is the notional value outstanding of their preferred securities. You've got Strike, which has just been climbing nice and steadily this whole time since it came out. And then, of course, Strife has been building in the same manner. And then, of course, Stride is now stacking on top of that. So exciting times, very good stuff to see this operation in full swing. And just in from the Bitcoin Therapist, Coinbase CEO claims they are buying more Bitcoin every week. Is this true? And yes, it is true. If Brian Armstrong is saying it, I do believe it's true because, of course, you can verify it. So why would he lie? We're buying more Bitcoin every week. Long Bitcoin, says Brian. And all I can say, Brian, is, hey, good job on joining the game, but you should probably go down as one of the biggest fumbles of all time, not doing this starting back in 2013 when you launched Coinbase. Because, oh man, what a miss. What an absolute miss. But guess what? Better late than never. Brian is on Team Bitcoin, and he is stacking every single week with Coinbase. Long live Bitcoin. Now let's talk about how Bitcoin is different, and that's why it matters. Because guess what? Fire's different. Water's different. Wind is different. Guns are different. Germs are different. Steel is different. Oil is different. Electricity is different. Nuclear is different. Satellites are different. Internet is different. Bitcoin is different. These are all different, and Bitcoin fits in there very perfectly. Michael Saylor says the winning strategy is Bitcoin, and there's just no second best, as Michael Saylor is known to say once or twice. Jeff says MSTR earnings estimate for Q2 as of 6/26, which is yesterday when Bitcoin was at 107,000, which it's actually exactly at right now. So this is still as applicable as it was yesterday. Who knows what Bitcoin is when you're watching this, but you can adjust a little up or down based off of where it's at. The total dollar gain from Bitcoin is $13.5 billion. The estimated net income is $10.7 billion. That's net of deferred tax liability. The shares outstanding, 279.5 million. The EPS is $38.40. The net income last 4 quarters combined, $5.5 billion. Jeff wants us to know that we're going higher. And Brian says, TradFi and even much of X is still asleep to the potential MSTR S&P 500 eligibility. When the news cycle hits, it's going to hit hard. and now we are even higher than a 94.9% chance, or probably closer to like a 96% chance of MSTR qualifying for the S&P 500 because it's just 3 days away. It does not guarantee inclusion, by the way. It just qualifies them for consideration for inclusion. And now I have some great video clips coming up, so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
There are a lot of different actors that held on to some Bitcoin in some fashion or another. Now the process begins in terms of establishing the reserve, the actual infrastructure behind it, and getting all of that accomplished. There's nothing in the EO that mandates that report become public, but we could choose to make it public at some point. And we are certainly keen on the idea of accumulation. We've stated publicly that Bitcoin is digital gold. We believe it's in the best interest of the United States to garner as much as we can possibly get. I've said that at every conference that I've spoken at in the last 2 to 3 months. Now, obviously, this has to be done in budget neutral ways that don't cost the taxpayer a dime. The president was clear about that in the executive order. But I think we have some very creative minds, 2 of which are sitting up here with me. And I think we'll begin moving very quickly on that.
But yeah, because once you get Bitcoin and it clicks in your mind, your immediate reaction is, oh, I got to hurry and buy as much as I can because someone else is going to go take all my Bitcoin away from me. So like in 2020, when I started buying Bitcoin, I was thinking, oh no, I got to do this in a hurry because someone's going to figure it out and the price is going to 10x. And I better get it before it 10x's. So, I mean, that's a natural reaction when it finally clicks in your head because you're thinking, why wouldn't every billionaire in the world go and buy $1 billion of Bitcoin, smash buy it overnight, and just to make $1 billion? Because why wouldn't they just want to make the $1 billion, or 5 billion or 10 billion or any amount of money? I mean, Bitcoin, it feels like in the early days the infinite money glitch, right?
Let's be real. If you've ever tried to invest, especially as a beginner, you've probably asked yourself, how do I even find good stocks? What should I buy or sell right now? And seriously, what the hell is going on with the market today? I ask myself those same questions all the time. And that's exactly why I started using Investing Pro, the powerful new platform from investing.com that helps you make smarter investing decisions without drowning in information overload. One of my favorite features, Warren AI. It's like ChatGPT on the stock market, but with real-time data-backed answers straight from investing.com's massive financial database. Want to know why Nvidia dropped yesterday or why now is a good time to buy Tesla? Just ask. Warren AI gives you instant, up-to-date insights you can actually act on. I recently asked it where to invest $10,000 right now, and the list of stocks that returned, fire, full of actionable ideas I hadn't even considered. Bottom line, if you want to invest smarter, faster, and with more confidence, Investing Pro with Warren AI is a game changer. Check it out now at investing-referral.com/MSTR. Online shopping has never been easier, but this ease is new enough that we remember a time when entering all our credit card info every time we purchased something online was the norm. Luckily, we don't have to do that anymore thanks to Shopify. That's right, that purple Shop Pay button that makes it seamless to purchase online is powered by Shopify. And Shopify doesn't just make it easy to buy, it makes it incredibly easy to start a business no matter your experience. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US, and they make it super easy to get up and running with beautiful, ready-to-go templates and built-in marketing and email tools. Worried about tracking inventory, payments, and analytics? No stress. Shopify helps you manage it all from a single dashboard. And back to that iconic purple Shop Pay button, it's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/MSTR. Go to shopify.com/MSTR, shopify.com/MSTR.
Public companies. My company was the first public company to adopt Bitcoin. People thought we were crazy. I thought we were late. Like some of you, I kept thinking that I got it right in 2013. Like, why didn't I buy in 2013? In 2020, I thought I was late. But what happened next is the second company, the third, then 130. Then companies like Trump Media and GameStop in 21. And now companies are racing racing to get into the Bitcoin 100. Used to be, we thought, oh, it'd be great. There's 10 Bitcoin companies and 20. Now there's 100. Now there's more than 100. Now we're all going to compete to move up the leaderboard. Yeah, let the games begin. Bitcoin wasn't an institutional asset. It wasn't cool on Wall Street. People thought it might be toxic. Well, now I have a whole set of equity analysts that write research and publish their research to investors, and they put a price target on Bitcoin. So now you have the entire equity capital markets embracing the asset class, writing about it, opining on it. You know, we went from an oddity, tulip bulbs maybe going away, to an entire array of analysts and investment banks starting to have an opinion. And of course, if you look at all the prices up there, their opinion is all positive, it's all bullish. Technology investors have embraced Bitcoin. What you see there is the Bank of America investment analyst equating Bitcoin to something as profound as the light bulb, the Model T, the World Wide Web. Right? That's a very important rotation. Bitcoin is a technology. Bitcoin's not a speculation. Bitcoin is not an oddity. Bitcoin is not anarchy. Bitcoin is just the next great technology. Financial regulators embrace Bitcoin. This you never believe. The head of the OCC says banks should support Bitcoin. The Fed says it's okay for banks. They should get on and start supporting Bitcoin. The accountants say you need to provide fair accounting for Bitcoin. The SEC says it's okay to create ETFs of Bitcoin. This is an amazing development. Capitol Hill embraced Bitcoin. The House, the Senate, the Cabinet, you've got 3 bills, the Clarity Act, the Genius Act, the Bitcoin Act, all moving through Congress right now. This is something nobody guessed, no one conceived of a year ago.
And there you have it, another episode of MSTR today. And here is my purchase from yesterday, a 0.542 share of MSTR. Cost me $210 to acquire this. I bought it $388 as I buy $210 every trading day of 2025. Over halfway there. I'll reveal my entire DCA portfolio this coming Sunday, so tune in for that. Also, let's check out where we're at on HODL the line. We are just 3 days away. We are just hanging on to that 107 line like our life depends on it. Who knows where Bitcoin price is at when you're watching this, but right now when I'm recording, it's at 107, which gives us a pretty solid buffer, as you can see there. Got to hold above 97. I mean, we've really got to hold above 95 and change, but we wanted a little extra buffer there. We want some good earnings, so we're going to keep it at 97 for the buffer. So 3 days away. Let's HODL the line together. And hey, it's inevitable. If it doesn't happen this quarter, it's going to happen. Don't forget, this coming Monday, put on your calendar if you haven't already, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. I am going to go ahead and have a live stream for the 30-minute countdown going into S&P, or the Q2 closing and the S&P qualification for MSTR. I'd love to see you there. I'll be answering questions, asking questions, having some fun, hanging out, and then I'll let you guys run off a little after 8 p.m. Eastern time and go about your day. So definitely come and join me there. It'll be a lot of fun. And as Michael Saylor says, there is no second best.
What's the second best? There is no second best.